Floppycatters! Today we're doing the final product review video for this chunky knit cat bed that comes from CommeDesMoutons Etsy store, which is out of Rotterdam, the Netherlands. And we got it about 4 weeks ago. It is made from natural wool, so it smells very much like sheep, but only if you were to like stick your nose down into it. And that's something I discovered. If you check out the footage that we took when we first got the bed, Trig was going nutso on it and having a ton of fun. Cats respond really well to wool in my experience. And because he has claws and was going kind of nutso and has continued to go nutso, it has left like this kind of look to it as a result. But the bed has stayed together. It just has gotten a little, I don't know, you know, like where they've snagged it and stuff, but then it gets matted down quite easily. So the other side kind of shows how it first came, but I'll also include a link to our arrival video so that you can see what it looked like on this front side. So a little bit more about the bed. I mentioned that it smells like sheep because it's all natural and comes from sheep. So when I picked, Trig literally spent hours and hours and hours on it when we first got it and continues to spend hours on it, but not as much as when we first got it. And that first night I picked him up, and as many of you guys know, I force snuggle him, and I kept smelling him like, why do you smell like sheep? Or why do you smell like horses? And then I finally figured out, oh, it's sheep, because I've never smelled sheep before. So one of the cool things about Etsy is that you can contact the seller, the maker, the person that actually is putting this thing together for you, and have it custom made. So I chose an oval. She makes these in a round bed. She makes them in a bed that has sides to it. So there's lots of different options, and I'll include a link to her store so that you guys can check out all the different options she has. And you know, like if you have a bed right now that has sides to it, then you might enjoy that, or your cat might enjoy that more than just a flat pad. But I thought Charlie would like the flat pad the most because he's a kind of cat that just likes a pad and doesn't really like to snuggle up to something. So that worked out great for us. So what I did was I measured my cats and then sent her the measurements, and she ended up telling me that a small would work the best. So that's what size we got, which is 45 centimeters or 18 inches. She can make the bed a single or double stitch, and again, you can just contact her. The double stitch works better for frisky cats. This is, I think, the single stitch, so you wouldn't have as much of this kind of stuff going on a double stitch bed. And the wool is not treated with chemicals, so it's soft and cozy and eco-friendly. And wool also does a good job at repelling and retaining heat, so it's kind of a great thing to have all year round. The cool thing I like about this kind of stuff is that you're using nature's resources, and the cats already like the sheep smell, they like the sheep feel, and you're also helping the sheep, you know, whatever, shave their coats and stuff at the same time. I first saw this bed featured on Hauspanther, which is a cat blog website that Kate Benjamin runs. She wrote Catification with Jackson Galaxy, and that's why I reached out to the seller to see if she would send us one to review, because it's I knew it would be a hit with Trig. He always likes wool beds, and I also have been spending the past year or so researching natural beds for cats and natural beds for humans after having a review with holistic vet Dr. Jean Hovey, who, when I asked her about hyperthyroidism cats and asked what is the correlation, or why do cats get hyperthyroidism, because they've seen an increase of it in the last several years, she said they think it's tied to fire retardants that are used in couches and beds and carpets. So that made me think about canary in a coal mine, and we need to be conscious of what our cats are sleeping on, what humans are sleeping on, because even our beds our cats are sleeping on. So even if you weren't to have this on the floor, if you were to put this on top of your mattress for your cat to sleep on, that could work too. So I'm a big fan of this kind of bed. Please share in the comments below if you have any experience with bowl beds and cats, and if you've tried one out, because I know a lot of people ordered one from our arrival video just based on how Trig reacted. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask, and we will see you next time.